What's up, everyone? Yona here, and welcome to your Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast. Let's let it go! Yo, you know what it means, right? Because since it's June, and as always, it's the Pride Month. Let's go! Let's go, queers, let's go! Yep. So I would like to again and again that I would like to greet our brothers and sisters, or rather fellow folks in the LGBTQIA plus community, a happy Pride Month. And as I said that in the past 4 seasons. Yeah, I said that this before, that I said it again, that you guys are so loved. So, you guys are awesome. You guys are so loved. You guys are amazing. And you guys are slaves. Slaves so hard and serving hands in an amazing way. So again, happy Pride Month to our queer folks. And thank you very much for contributing to our planet and to make it a very better place. Yeah, so again, our queer folks, thank you very much for your service. You guys are I'm also an ally, and I have a lot of queer friends out there, and I know to all of you, again, to my queer friends, both offline, to both I met personally and online, you guys rock. And to the preps out there, you guys suck. Totally suck, honestly speaking. You guys suck. And those, yeah, you guys suck. You suck, preps. Alright, so we are having a run the rumble before we are moving forward to our Bandori episode. So let's start with, speaking of Bandori, yep, so I already debuted Tomori Takamatsu, yeah, Tomorin for short, at the Bushiroad Expo 2025. So it was held at the Gateway Mall, Quartum Skyway. So this was the same venue as the Strange Frequencies mall show last December. So it's good to be back. Yeah, so it's good to be back at Gateway again. This time for Bushiroad, and I attended for 2 days. Well, originally speaking, yeah, I guess it's also a sequel for the previous episode, because originally I was planned to only attend it day one, but yeah, popular demand and circumstances happen, so that's why I'm going to extend it to second day. So yeah, and I'm very happy that a lot of people attended, and yeah, for the guys who attended the Anisama World Concert, you guys were having a great time, you know, and some per artists out there. So yeah, and as well as and we have we have a mini, some sort of Bandori cosplay gathering. So this is actually this is technically the second time in a row for for the fans of Bandori here. And this is my first time technically. So this is my first time. So it only happens twice. So day one, there are a lot of Tomorins in there. So and my during the of course the stage outfit version, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the Migo stage outfit version was what I got. Well, I spent some, yeah, I got spent some stuff here. So and then we had lots of Tomorins, and then you have um some Ave Musica, and then on the second day we have um one with Rosalia. So that is Rinko. It's Rico. Shibazaki. So yeah, and we have one for Raz, Racer Sulin. There's a ran call, not Racer Sulin. I think. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god, that's Layers band. Goodness gracious me. I'm sorry. All right. Why am I forgetting things? Come on, we have around Mitagagi. So, yep, there's wow, representation, y'all. Hashtag representation matters. So we have Ave Mujica. So, the complete set. We had a cry chick, one. So, yes, you. I am you. I am you from the future. Yeah, middle school. I'm pointing at the middle school comments. Say, hi. I'm you from the future. See? I'm you from the future. Oh my god. And there's more Tomoris in the second day. We have Soyo Chins. Then there's a two Rada cosplays, like, oh, but may dalawang Rada dito. There's Cosmines. Yep. Puppy Bar represent, yes. The almost completed pasta palais. So pasta pare. And yep. So I don't know why. And yeah, I was completing my goal. We got and you get to know going places on stage, because I'm not getting used to it. See, but this one, I'm just gonna lip sync Hanabi. So that's the one of the insert songs from the Abimujika anime season of Band Dream. So yeah, it's just like sort of a reenactment of sorts. And yeah, this is my first time doing so, and hopefully that I might gonna sing in a karaoke contest or in intermediate. Oh yeah, another interval act. Yep. So I'm just gonna memorize the lyrics first. So yeah, and then yeah, I'm very happy. And then second day also, of course, I got to get a glimpse of Yonezawa and Yuzuki Watase, Watase, aka the seiyus of Nyamu Yutenji and aka Maurice, and then of course Watase, aka the seiyu of Mutsumi, wait. Well, okay, come on, Yodo. You kaya mo yan. Yeah, yeah, Mortis. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, oh my god, they are so pretty in person. Like, oh my god, I get to starstruck. And I get to say, in a rare occurrence that Yonezawa-san, yeah, greeted me. I greeted Yonezawa-san, saying hi. She hi me like, oh my god, she hi me back. She went like, oh my god, my brain had been, I don't know, got short circuit already. I don't know why, because it's it's a very rare occurrence to see a fan, and I know I get the rules and stuff, and I love it is the panel. They're already in the panel alongside Watasen, so they are very cute and very nice people in person. And I'm so happy to know that a lot of stuff here. Wow, can you imagine? No, so yeah, I'm very happy to know that there are love in the Philippines, and well, in the future, we can see them once again in the future. Maybe in another for the second time in a row. Well, I guess and I really enjoyed it so far. Bushiroad Expo was so really enjoyable, and yeah, fortunately I was got late in P-pop Fest. Unfortunately, yeah, but we I did get to manage to see ML48 and Horizon Live. So they are not bad. The lot are not so bad. A bit na I have personal beeps, huh? Literally beeps on the members are because of political circumstance, social political circumstance. But nonetheless, they are very okay, and I thought their performance was so great. Yep, at least they get to see a person. Yeah, even though I have personal beeps, still, but we had to uh we have to balance things off, okay? We have to balance things between entertainment and social political social political scenarios. Yeah. So okay. It was good. And then get to see some of the best, some of the idol people idol groups that already performed. And we get to see, oh my god, all right. There are lots of it. You have Pixie, you got Aja, and yeah, a lot of them. They are very technically new in the industry. They are literally new, except for somebody that's looking familiar. And yeah, glad to see. Yep, Ali Padillo or Hannah now. So I'm glad that I'm very glad that I saw her again, but this time as a Pixar member. So yeah, we get the selfies and everything, everything. So yeah, and so then speaking of seiyus and toku actors and yeah, legendary seiyus, you know. Speaking of seiyus, no. Anyway, let's. Sorry about that. So we got moving on to ToyCon 2025, and I already attended only the last day. And of course, I cosplayed as Cure Wonderful once again with a very super duper, revamped boots because, well, yeah. Anyway, so okay. So, all right. So we gotta move it on to okay, guys. Cure Wonderful, and I'm glad that, some people are recognizing my cosplay. So there's the usual toy hero slash Nichi Asa Trinity photo op. So if you get to see more, if I'm going to flex the pictures with Tristan and wait, hold on a second. Uh, wait. I have a picture there. We have pics on the three. Oh my god. All right, guys. Yeah, literally speaking, so we had Tristan shout to him because yeah, he's the one who, of course, the one who cosplays Decker Red or the SPD Red Ranger. If you're a Power Rangers fan, yes. And then a shout out to, of course, RJ. RJ Deleste, you cosplayed as a Kamen Rider X8. Shout out to you. Yeah, nice crossover. A very good crossover indeed. And we love crossovers, in between, the big three hero franchises from the toy company. Yeah, that's called Preacher. You have Kamen Rider Super Sentai Preacher. So yeah, there it's pretty normal in cons, okay? It's so freaking normal, okay? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're just gonna do it again, and and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop in the future. It, of course, there will be more to come. Come, este. Oh my god, I don't know. There will be more to come. Please look forward as well. And not just only for HR. I don't know, not literal the furniture heroes, but also the sidekicks, like of course Yuna Asks and the Black Pepper and of course Satoru Toyama. So of course, yep, it's well. And really, of course, shout out to, of course, yeah, I almost forgot something. Shout out to Robbie Francisco cosplay as the Karakida, or aka Kamen Rider villain from Kamen Rider Gob. So, well, wow, it's the big three of the Super Sentai, I don't know, big three heroes, rather, I'm sorry. It's really cool. It's very, very I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, and we get to see. Speaking of seiyus, that we managed to see uh, Nika Robin herself, Yumiko Yamaguchi. Can you imagine? Wow, and she's so I don't know. She's already a senior citizen now, but her voice like and wow, I never knew that she is very. What the hell is going? I don't know. I can't. It's just it's so real that you can see. How can I expect somebody like Yamaguchi-san all the way up there, right? And we and I got to see I get some a huge redemption from the last time, the one in Bushiroad Expo. Of course, I get the redemption that I deserved, and yep. So are we gonna flex? Okay, I have there on the other side. All right. So this is the price for the oh, I apologize for the star. Okay, the star is taken. Never. We have to discard this. So, oh, sorry about that. So this is the price for the Janken tournament. I mean the Janken game rather, and this is the Asuka Langley keychain from Evangelion, and then this is the wait. Hold on. I want to show you guys this. So this is the note I think it's a note. So yeah, this is the Evangelion notepad. It's really cute, nonetheless, and this is as cute as the keychain. So this is the price. This is the prices that I got from the Janken game. And hold on. And speaking of it, and of course you have the original, you might say. Oh my God, the OG. Jamie Robinson, the OG, of course Erica from Dimos, and as well as the OG Marie Antoinette from the Rose of Versailles, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy. My God. Like, uh, yeah, we have Yumiko Ueda. So she was just still. I know that I don't know if it was like I was well okay. But before we get moving on to of course K to the OG Jamie Robinson, I was like shaking hands with a say it was the first time in my entire life. And I said, "Oh my God, Yamaguchi-san is so pretty, so nice." And I told that I know. uh, and it was like, "Oh my God, it's a meeting between yep, it's some sort of like a meeting between Kira Wonderful." And Nika Robinson, oh, afterwards, toy animation after all, and we get to see pics. Nice. I'm so happy and I'm so glad. I can't. I was literally over the moon on the that stuff. All right. I don't know. All right. Then next up we have of course, no, because we go back to the OG, Jamie Robinson, slash Erica slash OG Maria Antoinette. She shared her, what, and she was one of the voices of, wait, hold on, I can't remember the quote unquote doppelganger of Jerry Robinson, but from Combatler V this time. I remembered I watched that show on Hero TV back in around high school. So I remembered we watched that freaking hell a show. I never and I, we never and we learned that yep, it's coming from the Super Robot trilogy drama, Super Robot Romance trilogy alongside Voltus 5 and Diamonds. The latter two of which are so popular here in the Philippines. As we all know, yep, obviously, yeah. So I'm very happy that she and I learned the fact that she was auditioned for, yeah, Jamie Robinson in Voltus 5, and I think it's Erica for Diamonds. I think, but I say it's the say auditions were back in the day, I remember. I just gonna get glimpse of it back in the day. So it's very normal, of course, that not only when you say it's Precure, when it's in the when it's Gundam, particularly the latest, which is Cheek Quags, or any other show, any other anime show, that lots of them. There are begin to there the series are selected by auditions. But unlike today, wherein they got an audition via video and sent to the higher ups of the the freaky hella higher ups of the showrunners, I guess. So like I think via email, yeah, via email. Nowadays they're the seiyus, even the both versatile veteran and the newbies. I know the rising star, whether it's veteran, rising star, or newbies. They're just gonna send emails. I don't know, say emails, but send email videos via email, both from the higher ups of the company, the production studio, higher anime studio of higher ups, or even the showrunners. I know that's the norm for the series now. But in Ura Sun's time during that, yeah, that's the Showa era. So the seiyu auditions were so different if we compare to today, and it was basically like, oh, they're gonna record it via Betamax or VHS as millennial terms. I know the Gen X term. The Gen X term from that is, but of course, it's Betamax. So they're gonna send via Betamax, and then they're gonna mail it to the studio higher ups, and then the showrunners, and once the gate passes, it's a freaking gruesome. It's really gruesome for, and again, it's the say auditions back in the day was very gruesome, and unlike today, again, as I said, that the seiyus they wanted to how I called it get an audition via, I think I'm not video though, it's recording via recording themselves on phone or even video, and then they're just gonna send them to the studio higher ups and the showrunners via email. So that's the fastest thing that the technology has given to us in a good way. So again, and unlike that times have changed, and that Redis was so happy that they have reboots of, yeah, say the Rosa Versile, and I think City Hunter, and then we got the live action version in the form of Volta's 5 Legacy. So yeah, Uredesa was very happy that okay, here you have your Rosa Versal, as Vienna Riches, Marie Antoinette, the OG, you might say. And I'm very glad that I watched it like in 2017. As well what I did as part of the centenary celebrations in the no of the anime industry on that year. And the Rosa Versa was one of those that I handpicked, literally speaks, to watch. And yeah, alongside Revolutionary Girl Utena, and then some shows from the 2000s, and then of course 2010s. Yeah. So I'm very glad. Yeah, I'm personally glad that I watched the Rosa Versailles. Yeah, the classic version. So I might gonna. So again, if it's speaking of which, that if you wanna, in case you did know that there's an episode about it here in, of course, that's La Ego. That's the second episode. So don't forget to stream it on FB and YouTube. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Ugh, there are lots of stuff to talk about. And then we have uh, Yota. Hold on a second. Oh my God, what the hell happened to you? Yeah. Yeah, so we have Yota Ozov, aka Captain Marvelous, aka Gokai Red from Gokai, of course our very own Yuri Koike, aka Gokai Pink from Gokai. And like, wow, there are very cool and personally, and this was the first that I've seen Super Sentai actors in person, like in my entire life. Wow, I'm glad. Although sadly I didn't get to follow up this time, but nevertheless, I never thought they are very cool people. And again, and when speaking of going back to the auditions, these two, Ozawa-san and Koike-san, talk about the shared and flexing the auditions for, of course, Super Sentai anniversary season. That's the 33th. Yeah. So they shared their experiences, the filming experiences, and being being part of the history of Super Sentai. Of course, very timely as well, because this year is the 50th golden anniversary, and we, of course, we are so proud. We are very glad. We are so glad to. They are part of that history, and yep, they're already flexing their, of course, handshake calls. So live, OMG, on the stage, it's really nice, top tier, also top tier. And not Slay. So we have some connections. We have Star Marie, and we have. So unfortunately, There are the three-piece group now, and we have Della. So there is one of the J idol groups that have been recently here in the Philippines. And speaking of which, so I'm going to flex this. Hold on a second. I have here one of the members that Abby went into the swamp just like your idol. It's all your fault. This is all of your idol's fault. Sorry. So this is not. Is it Nanashi? I think it's Nanashi. So she's also a creature fan like me, and oh my God, she was complimenting my my, of course, my wonderful cosplay. And I even bought not only idol, also Puritan and Merodon, and then friend. I also have a sorry. I also have a friendly plush as well. So shout out to you, my new Oshi from Doha. I hope you're having a good time, and I hope we're so sad. We're still so sad about Predator losing her memories, and she drew Predator. I like it. Okay. I might call you Nana Chin now. Nana Chi. I hope you're okay. I hope that you're having a wonderful time. Um, performing here in the Philippines. I hope that maybe you'll come back. Maybe you guys should come back here and perform. Oh well, I want just wanna yeah. You you pull me into the swamp, so I at least I get to have see a fellow preacher from like you. And I didn't know that I seem to get a huge the traditional harana of smiles in unison. Yeah, the vibe. It's some sort of tradition now ever since. So yeah, so here's to you guys. Here's to you, Donachin and Starmarie. Shout out to you guys. So I want to share to you. Wait. I'm very glad that I got to see them again. But though, unfortunately, sadly, that they are a three piece group now. But it's okay. So this is them. If you guys see three members. And nice. They're nice. Very good chat, you know. See? Actually they're visiting the Philippines like maybe what? No, not once, not twice, but thrice, but a couple of times now. And ToyCon is their recent con appearance. So yeah, good for them. If they're at least they are still kicking, even though they're decreased a member. So sad. Anyway, it's good to them. I'm very glad they are back after 2 years. All right. And yeah, I'm very glad we had a lot of time and I met some some of my friends and then I met some new one and quite new ones. Yes, can you imagine? Uh, as long as they're not sucked, okay? They are not sucked, at least. All right. And hold on. I'm going to have an announcement after our Yona Asks because of course as we all know that I'm free. You guys are so excited um for that I want to say about related to Pretty and Metalon and a huge surprise announcement as well. So please watch out for that. And oh shucks, I almost forgot something. We're gonna talk about Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. So it's a perfect time because it's a Pride Month. And what? Wow, they are gonna have a movie in this coming week, and well, it's a continuation. Of course, this is actually a continuation from the second anime series season. So for what from the trailers, well, I'm saying that the trailers that of course Kana was missing, and of course she has a dad. Oh my god, a freaking toxic. Why are biological families so toxic? I mean, not all of them. Most of them are so toxic. So it's up to, of course, Kobayashi, Toru, and the others got to find Kana, this poor uh little dragon. She doesn't deserve to have a toxic family. She's already have Vicky Hella found family. My god, and you wanna and this dude, the Kana's dad, wanted to wanna pull put her back. So, very curious to see. It's like it's a nice, quite departure from, let's say, Preacher. I'm getting used to high-paying Preacher movies, but now it's a different scenario for this year because first and foremost we have the Boy Boo movie, the Boy Boo All Stars movie, and then because it's their 10th anniversary, and we have an upcoming season, coming next month. So, which is Haikara, sorry. It's Boy Book Haikara. So, this time is even though this is the first boy season in the Rera era. But it's also they're gonna take very good. They got the guys and the showrunners are taking us back in time to the Taisho era. So, and with a new generation of course, of the new generation of the Boybu team and the Earth Conquest Club after Karel Adamas and Edelstein. So, please correct my German, okay? And very so after Latin and German, what team that the new Earth Conquest? I don't know what language that the new Earth Defense Club's group name is gonna called. Carla Adavas. It's Latin, right? And then Edelstein. Sorry, I'm not quite good in German. It's basic. It's obviously German. And what language of course the Earth are the Earth Defense Club gonna be named? So I'm very curious to see that. Of course, the new generation of the Earth Defense Club. Yeah. So, Buddy Natasha Irma. It's a very some sort of origin story. I don't know. I'm just gonna be excited for it. I'm very, I'm so, I'm as very hyped as the past three seasons, as well as the first Boybu OVA. So I'm very looking forward to see it, and I'm very hoping that one of the Boybu movie will be sub as well in full glory subs, just so I can finally see Yuma Yamato and the others back in action once again. So yeah, and yeah. All right. So the perfect timing, and of course, we have covered that. Of course, the Dragon Ball movie and the new Boybu season to coming out. Oh my gosh, this is pretty exciting. Pretty exciting times, isn't it? Yep. So, okay, and that's a wrap for our Rumble Rumbles for now. And let's now moving on to our Bandori. Of course, tackle about Bandri, the entire Bandri franchise. So we're not gonna talk about it any longer because it's way too long. But our of course we're gonna have another Q&A interview with our new guest. So let's go. So as part of our 10th anniversary, our 5th anniversary of Yo Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast, current, excuse me, that we're gonna have another new guest as well. It's gonna be a mix of old and new guests to celebrate this milestone. And this time we're gonna have a new guest for our Q&A interview. And of course, we have to introduce, of course, si Kuya Miguel Pacquing. I'm sorry, wrong. Okay, it's yeah, yeah. Kuya Miguel, shout out to you, and I hope you're okay. All right, let's wag na natin patagalin. Wag na natin patagalin dahil yun na nga. We have to tackle about the 10 years of band dream. All right. So here we go. The first question that we asked to Kuya Miguel is, how did you get into band dream? And he says, I was a card fight vanguard and D4 DJ player before I had any interest in Bandori. I made a D4 cosplay at Bushiroad last year. Oh, I was there last year, yes. Which was like a crossover event for all these franchises. I met the cosplayer a second time at another con on Halloween, few weeks later. Then they told me about something, cosplay someone from Ave Mujica. So after 7 weeks of thinking, I walked through something I consider to be a forbidden door. I listened to an heavy music cover for the first time in the middle of jockey. Then watched the My Go anime in December as per another friend's advice. 6 months later, and here I am. So wow. And it's like, welcome to the Bandori Hill. And for 6 months, you big have a wonderful time with your fellow, of course, fellow fans. So here's my very own story, my own friend story about how did I get into Bandori. So in 2017, January 2017, to be exact, I was looking. Of course, I was already have a lineup of anime shows that I'm gonna be watching besides Preacher, of course. And at that time, it was Hamaltsukai. Hamaltsukai was about to end and gonna be replaced by Kirakaya Alamod. So it's obviously I'm very happy for another new Preacher. It's also it's always a tradition for me as a Preacher fan, but. Okay, so alongside Yep and of course Super Lovers are second season of Super Lovers. Tama ba? Yeah. The second season of Super Lovers, and then yeah. So I was stumbling into something, and I look on the internet that says boundary. I said, "Oh, I know! Wow, a girls band anime. That's very interesting." So, I was in college back then, and I'm about to becoming the a freelancer, freelance crafter, and yeah, I mean back in the day. So okay, this looks interesting, and of course the opening, my god, opening palang, of course featuring Popping Party was the first band that really caught it to my attention, and here we go. It's the anime opening of the very first season, anime season of Bandri, and it literally blew me away. Ayun, the rest is history. So, and since then, yeah, unfortunately, I get to unfortunate, I was able to, I'm not playing the freaking hell like the game series though, but I'm also gonna following the anime series. Of course, it's gonna, of course, the first ever, for very first season have mixed reviews, and then, of course, you have the second one, another one for Puppy Pa. It began to improve. Then you have, of course, the season three, of course, Agonavis, Afford, which is formerly part of that the franchise, but unfortunately, yeah, circumstances happened. And maybe besides the COVID stuff, yeah, that was sad. And then you have, of course, we have the My Go and the Every Musica seasons now. So, yeah, because I was like a big, can you imagine being that in, I tend to get they were the first, of course, the Heisei, and then we switch out to Reira era. So, what the in the rest is history. So, ayun, and I really got to enjoy the songs and yeah, as well. But I never knew it at that time that I should never knew in my life that I'm sure gonna, I should cosplay somebody from Bandori one of these days. Honestly, I would like honestly back in the day before doing that, like before I got decided before I was getting decided to cosplay Tomorin, and I thought, oh, what if these days I'm gonna cosplay somebody from Bandori, and my goal came out, the season, and then my go came out, and the season, of course, the season, yeah, the anime, the next season is focusing on my go, and bang, what the hell. Oh my god, finally saw a character that is, very related to me. Wow. I was like, yes, finally, I get the right answer. This is the freaking hell of right answer to cosplay somebody from Bandori, and that's Tomori. And the rest is history. So, get in, of course, fast forward to 2025. I'm still a fan of Bandori, and I get decide that I'm sure gonna listen to their songs as well. And there we have band Mango and Ave Musica in the house. So yeah, it's very addicting though, and I like their covers. Yeah, also good as well. So yeah, and that's the rest of the history. Fast forward to 2025, here I am, and I finally have Tomori on my cosplay portfolio. Yeah, so yeah. And then the next question is, what was the first band that single-handedly caught your attention? Kuya Miguel says, I'd like to answer the first band for the first and next generations, if I may. Okay. From the first gen, that would be Afterglow. I've seen and listened to them a few times many years ago, and I thought they were cooler, but wasn't fully interested in Bandori at the time. Of course, I love Afterglow, and they still does. They still cool. From the new gen, Abimuji, based on my answer to the previous question, they've made the biggest impact with their style out of all the bands so far. Interesting. As much as it's popular, I'm regularly choosing one. Choosing I cannot choose one. But the first band that really caught my attention was, of course, Popipa. Because the energy, the aura, the blobby aura, their music was very, as Kira Ida would say, kira kiraran, you know, diba? Sorry about that. Diba? Nevertheless, that was Popipa. And yeah, you know, they're just the energy songs that they have, and their songs are mostly bubbly, yeah, kind of pop rock-ish, yeah, kind of type of songs, if you know what I mean. And then for the new gen, of course, it's between Mygo and Ave Magica. That's because their styles are so different. We compare to, let's just say, Racing Stolen or Hello Happy Party, Hello Happy, Hello Happy Band or whatever, or even Razor Stolen or yeah. But their styles, they had their own thing. They had their own spin. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So the first question is, do you have a favorite character from the franchise and why? Emmy and Koya Miguel response. So far, the best girls are Sakiko Tokagawa and Umi, yeah, Umi, yeah, from Abimujika, as well as Raya Toya Maskin, aka Maskin, yeah. Chose my Abimujika faves after watching the anime, and the other dramas I mentioned just look the coolest for me. So okay, so I cannot. So again, like the second question, I cannot pick which is which. But I think, yeah, of course, Kasumine, because yeah, she was the first vocalist that introduced me to Bandori, and I really owe to her. I don't know. I will not become the Bandori fan without her. And it's just so bubbly, so cute, and very energetic person. And yeah, as well as let's see, Roka or Luck. No, because I like her, being a shy person, and much like biggest star forming a bad was kind of, oh goodness, much like Anon later on. So, she was like Anna of the further of their of their generation. So, but Anon is kind of like a type of stuff, what I mean. Then I would say Michelle, because her design was so cute, and I'm a huge sucker for mascot kigu, kigurumis out there. I'm a huge sucker for kigurumis and stuff. So it's Michelle for me. Then you have okay, so back to Roca. Yes, yeah, yeah. At least she has bandmates. Hey, she deserves it. And then we got Saya from again from Popipa. Yeah, a very working hard person. A very good. And then you have the drummer. Can you imagine being a drummer and then have a business? That's a pretty nice combination. And you have Layer for Risa Sulan. Obviously, the English accent's killing me off. No, I mean, it's just really strikes me off. Layer really strikes me off as a vocalist, and I'm a huge sucker for vocalists who have you know so very cool accents, I guess. So it's Layer. And then you, of course, as for, oh yeah, obviously it's Tomorin. Yeah, Tomorin because, her struggles, because of her struggles, and I think in her relation, not quite super developed. And the things are related to me by, the insecurities, the hesitations, and, you know, um, the things that are collected things are really weird to some, but for Tomorin, no, it's a part, not just only a part collection, a part of being, being geek, being a freaky hella nerd. So that was why, uh, I picked to cosplay Tomorin, and her vocals are so powerful. Even during her time in Crychick. So good for her, as well as Anon God. I have a huge shock. She's a energetic person though, and start all over again. It's just like was kind of harder for her. Also, her Seiyu, Rin Tataeshi is a plus, ain't a huge bonus. So that is why. Okay, and for we have Yumatita. Sorry about that. Now, Yumatita. If I'm talking about Hatsune, yeah, I want to call her Hatsune, Misumi, and Sakiko Togawa. Toga, Togawa. Oh my god, sorry about that. I don't know why. This is so heavily heated, that surprise in that one episode of the Ave Mujica season killed surprised me like, huh? Ano? What the hell just happened? Huh? I was like, huh? Magtita sila? Huh? Wait, totoo? Huh? Seryoso ba to? Seryoso ba to? Seryoso magtita talaga sila? Ha? Oh well, I don't know, but I just the quote unquote inheritance. But okay, hot controversies aside, though. Oh, so this is what it be intended, though, and I guess they have a lot of time. Spending a lot of time having this too. It's so very crazy. Maybe I'm kind of crazy for some, but yeah, you know what I mean. All right, let's move it on to the next question. Are you also playing the game series? If yes, can you tell us about how it works? If no, what is your impression about it, and how do you firmly observe people who play the game? Okay, and Kuya Miguel is very kind to respond and says no. I just can't bring myself to play the game. But it's no different from my experience in D4 DJ. Apart from trying to get high scores and full combos, I see people grinding in events and saving currency to try to pull the cards they really want. As for the cards in the game, I've seen them. They look gorgeous, so I understand how far a player you get will go to get it. So again, unfortunately, that I'm not playing the game, the actual game, but so yeah, I'm observing more than observing stuff. I observe people are playing it, and they are very passionate to play, and um, my goodness, they gotta save some currency to get those gacha cards. It's pretty hard, obviously, and it's pretty easy to know that having, because they have, I think they have stories exclusively from the game, and yeah, if you know, yep, honestly, yeah. So this is what I'm certain they really enjoy it, and of course, they get you like, oh, well, so this is how it works. Okay, next up, we're almost on the halfway. So the fifth question is, what is or are your favorite Bandori songs? Explain. So yeah, yep. So Kuya Miguel again says, apart from the King's cover and the debut song from Ave Musica, I ended up repeating a few Razor Soul songs. Moreover, for the past 2 months, so here we are. So they haven't all out. So I think they're part that are playing the TV show proper, A Drive Us Crazy, Exposed Burnout, I'm sorry, and Declaration of Tripper XXX. And Holiday Vision that just came out last week. Wow. Razor Soul and nice. Listen to all the rest songs after I followed another friend on Twitter who was hyping them for weeks. Basically, my friends tell me something sounds awesome, and I checked out for myself. So, do you have any? Can you ask me? You do you have any memories also? The opening. But the opening of the first season of the first anime is a series of Bandori. Why, of course, Pop People was good. And this is a Poppy Paw also great. I cannot jolt in the one by one which is which, but the Poppy Paw is also so great. That girl lie. I also say that I have the same songs as Corey Miguel has, and then I get to listen yet to the latest one. Right. Then the songs from Hello Happy World. Wow. I don't know. I was like, I would imagine myself call, I imagine myself then visiting a certain amusement park. So that is why. That's pretty makes sense. And then Rosalia, yes, some of them. Afterglow, I think some of them I listened to Afterglow. Oh my gosh, I would want to see more. Then you have, wait, Morphonica. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Morphonica, yeah. And then wait, I forgot. There are lots of them, though, but I listened to some of them. And then we have uh, Pasupare songs. It's actually cute though. I think some of them. But I need to still listen more of them. And then you have again My Go. Bias ako sa My Go. I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that. So we have the opening of It's My Go. Yes, it's really cool. And then the ending theme, something unusual for Bandori to have, a very sensible, very serious songs. I guess very unusual for that. And then we have, oh my God, no! Whenever I talk about later. Okay, as well as the Hanabi. I mentioned Hanabi, so there's one, and then hold on. So their rendition of Swing. So which will be my piece in a future karaoke contest. So I have to memorize the lyrics first. All right, it's very nice. And as well as for Ave Musica, yep, their titular song, and then hold on. Kill Kiss, the opening of the Ave Musica season, and George and Me, George and You, George and Me, aka the ending theme, and oh my God, wait, there's lots of them. My God, Invitation 12, yep, that's the one. Yeah, Invitation 12. Yeah, numeral 12. Yeah, Roman numeral 12. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very darky, kind of edgy. There's not just edgy, but sack, sackly edgy as well. And, oh my God, I will not say more Average songs, goodness gracious. Anyway, and of course, the Harikage. Why are you playing Harikage? What are you playing Harikage? So this is the both version. So the Cry Chick version and the Mygo version. Both of them are nice. So yeah, here you have the got to. You really have to. Yeah. So again, in the future, am I gonna listen to more Bandori songs? My goodness gracious, that's part of the 10th anniversary, I guess. Okay, moving on. Number six. So we already halfway. So five to go. And there's the sixth one. Do you have any merch from the franchise? If yes, then flex yours. So yep, the Tomei, the first is the Tomei deck box was the first thing I bought back in 2017. So I guess exactly around 7 to 8 years ago. Someone was sending the Mokana all above Vanguard cards for a fair price. Then my cosplay friend bought a boxed batch set at Bushi Expo this year. It gave me humor as a token of appreciation for something important I did for them that day. Okay, so next up is then the four Bandori cards I bought and I'm currently using in my deck in Vanguard. Tsugabi, Aoba, Maya, and Ray. I end up using all the Bandori merch I collected as good light charms. These don't mean much to others, but they do so much more to me. So, yay, regular nice flex. So until this year, I did able to get a freaking single Bandori merch until we have one. I have one finally. So I have the Tomorin pin badge, which is included in my, of course, the jersey jacket. So I was like, oh my God, wow, wowie, wow! Can you imagine that I have a very first, very, finally have a Bandori merch after 7 years. I know that was 8 years. I did 70 collected 8 years ago. So in 2017 was 8 years ago. All right. So maybe I should start invested in Bandori merch too. Let's see. Yeah, I should. All right, let's go. Four to go. Oops. And okay. Number seven. Have you met other friends and cosplayers aside from me, of course, who cosplayed as Bandori characters in cons? Okay, Kuya Miguel has a huge shout out. So, so I would like to say hello to everyone I met at Bushiroad 2 weeks ago. Missing y'all, and I hope to see you again. Maybe I passed you by you in character cons before that, but never noticed. And to my mutuals on Twitter in of course in other countries, it's nice to talking to you guys now and again. I of course I always hope you do well and have a great day. Same. So I hope shout out to you all. Hello, what's up, hi guys. Of course I met them at Bushiroad. Some of them are some of my friends are of course obviously they are often regularly in various cons and yep, yeah, I know. All right. So we have three to go. So, okay. So, number eight, have you personally met or seen seiyus from the franchise live? If yes, who are they and what do you think about them? So, only the seiyus. Okay, so see, Kuya Miguel is responding that only the seiyus from the last two Bushi expos. Rin Tataeshi, Akane Yonezawa, and Yuzuki Watase. It was incredible seeing them in person, especially both the performances in the anime and the real life presence and activity on social media. It makes me happy. It makes me happier have seen them after seeing my friends' strong devotion and reactions to them. Because of that, I end up liking the seiyus more myself. Same. Oh my God! There, of course, we had Tata Eshi, Yonezawa, and what I say. They are very wonderful people. They are among the people that are really appreciate or what I call it something that we appreciate something because in the times of when they're playing, of course they're also playing instruments. Of course, this is part of kasi they gonna in similar to Love Live that the singers are gonna perform as well as the live and the band, of course Bandori is also the same, almost the same, mostly are gonna play instruments and sometimes they're mostly vocals, yeah. So these three, I'm very happy that I'm seeing those three very wonderful ladies live. It really is a lot of it, and we kind of usually fangirly, and they are all noticing me like it really means a lot to me. It's very motivating. We say I went to the swamp, I guess, but a different kind of swamp as well. And I'm very, very, very happy that I met them personally, and I gave them all of them that I even gave them fan messages, fan letters as a token of appreciation. So yeah, like that. That's the as part for the service they gave. Wow, service! Thank you for their service. All right, there. Thanks for the service, guys. All right. Whew. Oh God. Which means we're gonna have two more. All right. So you've given a chance. Second to the last. Okay. Second to the last question. You've given a chance which Bandari cosplay will like it. Will you're likely to cosplay. So yep. Miguel Koya Miguel. Unfortunately says no. I am not a cosplayer, so I can't answer that. But I would just like to tell the actual cosplayers out there to just be whichever characters they love. Keep up the great work and do whatever they like. I'm still here to support them. So, yes, tama behavior. Ayan. So, yep, I already have Tomorin. And I'm very happy that she's already on my. I'm very glad that she was part of my cosplays this year. And now I get it's finally came into fruition. And the second, was my second one for 2025, but also I will gonna bring her in cons as well. Not only in Bushi Expo, but also the other cons, particularly the small ones. Of course, we're gonna put some Bandori agenda. Yes, we're gonna bring up the Bandori agenda in other cons. All right. So, but also if I give it a chance to cosplay somebody from Bandori, aside from Tomorin, would be, oh God, wait, nope, not Morris, nope, not Morris, Mortis, nope, not now. I think it's Roka, or yeah, Roka. Yeah, so I will love to cosplay her as well for Reza Solid. Of course, Reza Solid, because well, it's something like of plus we have a glasses, so I would like to gotta cosplay Roka in the future. Yeah, so this is why I give if I give it a chance. Okay, last but definitely not the least, what does Bandori mean to you? How does it inspire and motivate you in everyday life? So, Kuya Miguel is finally happy to respond that Bandori is an entirely new universe that good people have gotten me into. Only been there only be here for less than a year, but it could point me in the right direction in the future. It inspired me and empowered me through the buzz I've formed from interacting with the fandom. These are passionate and talented people I was really happy to meet. Earning the fans' respect, trust, and friendship is all I want going forward. Almost like dream in the title makes sense. I walked through the door, and at the end of the day, Bandori felt like a dream come true for me. As I said, it's a with a bang. It all started with a bang. No, seriously, that's still it's hilarious, seriously. But yeah, it really inspires me to become the person that I am today. And I don't know, for 8 years. Can you imagine being a fan for 8 years and still in strong? That everything is up to piece by piece. It's like you're it's like a jigsaw puzzle that you should collect and hold on a sec. Uh, pull out the pieces, put them up together. It's like uh, it's a huge setup for that, and it really changed a lot of people because of it. And there are the things that, oh my gosh, there are some people that I can relate to the characters. So it's just amazing to me, and I think Bandori is one of those the franchises that really got really got me for the better, and really get me for the better rather. I'm sorry. And in this franchise, um, of course, being there for 10 years is not a joke. As like other franchises, like long term stuff, and I think that it really motivates people. It totally inspires people, and the way that the dreams and aspirations that we have that came true, always came come true because of it, and I met a lot of people because of it, and I'm very happy that a lot of cosplays Jesse as characters, and of course Shirley as well, and I think that I am very very happy to be part of this milestone. And I guess, yeah, it's not a guess, but a sure ball that I do hope that, of course, Bandori will keep going on and on for the years to many more years to come. And of course, we're gonna pushing people into the swamp and becoming, of course, Bandori fans. And I'm right now. I'm very happy to see, of course, these three of the singers from the franchise. It's so good, yo. That Rin Tataeshi and Akane Yozawa, and then Yuzuki Watase. They are all wonderful people, and it's really good to know. And wow, it's just wonderful. Pun unintended. All right, so I think it. it's just wow. Bandori is one of the amazing franchises we've seen in the gig community. It's a part of the gig, already part of the gig community, and it's can you imagine 10 years in a row? It all started with a dream that is envisioned to have um a a band to band the franchise, a freaky hella band franchise. Like it's like a huge thing, but in a sense that yeah, it's very nice to help people who are very has nice connections, and then most of it went on. Of course, as you say, Bandori has become the launching point of say you lots of new savings. Like I said, Tataeshi. I said that yeah, they'll become a launching point, and some of them are being part of the other franchises. Yeah, so yeah, it's very nothing new in the Seiyu industry. Oh, this was from Boundary. Oh, like a, like something like that. And I'm very happy to know that a lot of people appreciate this franchise. Oh yeah, I want to, okay, so before we get moving on to our Yona Asks segment, that I'm just gonna send some shout outs. So I just wanna send a huge shout out to the guys at Bushiroad, especially this its CEO. Uh oh my god. That I actually met in the Bushi Expo recently. That was day one. That is Takaaki Kitari. Yeah. Shout out to the boss himself for creating Bandori. Yeah, Band Dream. So again, I'll just say domo arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, domo arigatou gozaimasu. To Kitari-san for creating Band Dream. And before him for all the you have minor, flaws. It's very good. It's kind of good. The music is so good as well. And to the guys out there, the showrunners in the anime seasons, guys, and the movies as well. You guys are wonderful people. Thank you very much for creating this cool franchise like Bandori. And here's some more, many more years for Bandori. And yeah, so whew. And that was it for our interview for featuring Kuya Miguel. Make some noise for her. Yay. So I hope you have a lot of time. Yeah, you have I hope you're a-okay, and I hope that you are very well as well. You're very well. Also, why not? I know. I hope you guys see each other again in the future, and of course, you can also welcome to our podcast as much as you can. All right. So again, thank you very much to Kuya Miguel. All right, let's now moving on to our usual stuff in Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast, and this isn't ending. It of course it doesn't end the episode without the Yona Asks segment. All right. Here we go. So, our question for this episode is: what does Band Dream mean to you? Who is your favorite character from the franchise and why? So, fortunately, there are a lot, not so quite a lot, but probably some of them have been responded to our question, our questioning. So, okay, so we have me, the shout out. and he was one of the guests from the previous season for F about Gears of Production. So of course it's still on our FB and YouTube. So please check it out. So he says, they said rather, they said what got me. So Bandori got him into the Seiya unit setup or 5.D. 2.5 dimensional people. We limit the characters, I'd say Rinko or Lisa. So, yeah. I also have the Rosalia Gigs magazine. So we actually fortunate that they have this. Wow. They are flexing Rosalia. Thank you very much for sharing that. And thanks again. Thank you very much for sharing that, Mita. Okay, next up we have Danix shout out, and she said, and they said, I like and love the franchise so much. It became my personality. And Alice said, "Dude, no way, more episodes. There are lots of episodes in the anime series, specifically more for the first. I think the five. I think talk about five anime seasons already in the Bandring anime series. So." From seasons 1 to 3, and then the My Go and Ave Magica season. So yeah, all of them are great. They are peak and top tier on my books. All right. Next up, we have Tristan. Medyo mahaba nito. Shout out Tristan. And then he says, Bandori is about teamwork and coordination to me, as it's about the story of the characters, how they handle the band, etc., 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 etc. Sorry. My favorite characters, to be honest, in terms of the first era, I'd say I have three. It's Maya Yamato. Yun, Masuki Sato, aka Maskin, and Nanami Hiromachi. Maya and Nanami, due to how related we. Ano na? Nabubulol na? Sorry. Due to how relatable they are. Maya with her showcase a lot of tech, and Nanami for wanting to be normal to fit in. While Matsuki or Masking is, despite her looking rough around the edges, she's honestly friendly and adorable when she expresses cute stuff. Very tough at masking though. In the Maigo and Avimujika era, I'd say Soya Nagasaki, Hatsune Misumi. Right? We should call Tita, Antita ng bayan, char. Antita ng bayan, si Hatsune Misumi. Sorry na. My God, This is the fault of the showrunners from the Abimujika season. I guess we had to blame for the showrunners. And Mana Sumida of I think it's Sumimi. Soyo, yes, that was it's Sumimi. Soyorin. Yeah, that's what Anon nicknamed her. So we should call her. We should go to Soyorin. Soyorin because it's relatable about the parts you have been difficult to let go. And despite how she was initially hated, I still believed that she will develop eventually, and I was proven correct. As for Sumimi, Mana, despite her little appearance, reminded me of little Mayu Sakurada from D4DJ. Oh, this is the same Seiyu and all. That's the bonus. That's the bonus you have in your favorite character. It's the people behind those characters. And we have a bonus. It's an appreciated bonus, right? At all. So they both, Tristan and Kuya Miguel are, you know, uh, they're doing D4J, D4 the franchise. Okay. And Brightside can't help but to see Elena Miyu in her as she tries her best to give Eureka, no, Hatsune, sorry, the bright side of things. Hatsune, on the other hand, is a difficult one to give a reason. At first, I like her because how she kind of helped Tomorin in a way, but knowing her backstory, I still feel bad towards her predicament. And yes, I'm aware of some of her actions. His run is very questionable. Oh goodness, wish we had. I don't. Ayoko na mag-talk. Okay, we're not gonna give you spoilers on the Abimujika season. All right, but I still like her nonetheless. Okay, thank you very much for this, Tristan. And then wait, last but also not the least, but definitely not the least, sure, is our guest, Koya Miguel. And he says, Bandori isn't entirely well. He already said that in our last question. So yeah, it's already there. It's already there so far, and I think uh, it's already there. It's already in the questions number. Teka lang. Questions number 10 and of course number 10 and the one questions 3 and 10. He already said that. All right. So nonetheless, and he gave us a token of appreciation. So almost forgot to say it was nice meeting you that day. Thank you for letting me speak and can't wait to meet you again. Of course. Thank you so much then, Kuya Miguel, and I hope that you are all a-okay. And of course we really hope that we're gonna see each other again in the future. Ooh, and that was it. And again, happy 10 years of the Bandori franchise. Wow. 10 years is not a joke. And again, I said that before, and I said it again, that here's to more many years of the Band Dream franchise. Yay! And many more to come. Yes, that is it. All right. So, before we're gonna waiting for our next episode, are you guys excited for Ozine Harajuku Fest and Eureka Fest? So here I am. I do. I really do. Because this weekend, yep, this coming weekend, there are of course back to back cons once again. So I'll be attending Ozine Harajuku Fest 2025 this Saturday, June 28th at the SM North EDSA Annex Atrium. And I'm gonna cosplay as Tomori Takamatsu, of course, from My Girl, from Bandori, of course, Band Dream, yay! It's time to bring the Bandori agenda to Ozine Harajuku Fest. You know. As of course part of the 10th anniversary this is sort of an ultimate cosplay lineup for Bandori. So a triple, or should I say triple, because we have Boybu and Hibika Euphonium with Gora Hakone and Reina Kosaka. Of course, there's a triple ultimate cosplay lineup this year. So yeah, I almost forgot the Mother Doctor Who cosplay lineup. So it's in the Mother Series edition. So yeah, again, and then on Sunday I'll be once again for Eureka Fest, and I'm gonna cosplay as Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And of course, I'm going to once again. Yo, Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast Live regular edition is back at Eureka Fest 2025. So please look forward as we're gonna have a panel about how AI affected a lot of us. The effects of the factors of AI in human society, and as well as our usual pop cultural quiz. So there are prizes are at stake, and this time our prizes will be based on the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 artists, songs, and countries. Yeah, so please look forward. And of course, speaking of exciting, actually, papunta na tayo sa exciting part. Ano ba? Are you guys, are you guys wondering what kind of surprise announcement that I'm gonna flex this time around? I know. Yes, because last year we did a surprise announcement about Satoru Toyama from Wonderful Creature. Of course, we had a teaser. The so-called Who's That Pokemon teaser. Yeah, we did it. We actually call it that because, you know, we did the Who's That Pokemon teaser, Puma last year. And then on his birthday, of course, last year, we did the of course the surprise, of course, and yeah, and then yeah, it's a surprise. Kaya surprise, diba? Kaya surprise, diba? Diba? All right, and then yeah, we and as of this moment, teka lang, I have sorry about that. It's on my YouTube, and it's still don't forget to stream the teaser, the cosplay cosplay video trailer for Satoru Toyama. This is for Satoru-kun. Although that it was overthrown by the Freaky Helpers tribute video. And I know, but still, it's one of the biggest. Should we say it's not on the, wait. Hold on. It currently at more than 17,277 views as of um this month, June 2025. And it's a huge thing to celebrate 10 years of the Your Kuromatoki platform. And it was a huge success. So, yeah. So, exactly on his birthday. So, last year. And that was September 7, 2024. All right. And this year, it's going to be a huge different a different style now because this time on, I'm going to have no. We are not having a poor math. They're not gonna have it. I guess, but also we're gonna have it. Yeah. So not a cosplay teaser, poor map, but instead I'm going to reveal it right now in the Yo Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast. So we're gonna continue the trend that I did last year. So this time around, last year we had Cure Majesty and Satoru-kun. Yep, it's a two different seasons, two straight seasons. Yeah, here guys, Sky and Wonderful. But this time it's Wonderful and You and Idol Creature. Wow. I'd say that for the first time technically the first time that we're gonna divide it into characters from two different creature seasons. So we're gonna continue it as well for this year. So, are you guys ready for the reveal? If so, brace yourselves because my can I surprise it? Excited, yarn, Emme. Okay, that aside, so I'm very happy to announce that that my surprise cosplay fan okay again. So eto na, seryoso na to guys. So I'm very happy to announce that I'm surprisedly planning, or I should say, my surprise cosplay plan for 2025 is none other than Puridun, aka Kyuzu-kyun! Oh, good kayo, no? Surprise, guys! It's Kyuzu-kyun! Oh, because, but no. Hindi pa it's not Zukyun yet. But, of course, the human formed Puridun. Of course, it's gonna be a huge. It's gonna. actually much like Satoru-kun. I guess again this is gonna be an easy peasy to cosplay her, and yeah, I'm very excited to cosplay Human Pretty Dune, and I'm really just gonna looking for outfits from the fan arts, which is basically the Yo Kuromatoki platform exclusive outfits, or should we, slash fan art exclusive. So be exact, don't worry. And of course, so if you somewhere else you say, of course, you want to ask me that when is Pretty Dune, or rather Human Pretty Dune, gonna debut? So okay, so it says it's you and Idol still ongoing. I don't know when, but I give you guys updated. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Don't worry, and as well as of course, I know I'm planning to work on the Reiwa mid-season pre-cures because uh, we're gonna celebrate 5 years of obviously the Reiwa mid-season pre-cures from Cures Earth to Zukyun and Kiss. So it's gonna be exciting. Oh my gosh, oh my god, this is pretty excited, and but it's kind of way hard than of course, the tribute, the Precure Helpless tribute. All right, but yeah, and fortunately, that of course, hopefully, I did not say hopefully, but yeah, the of course the tribute video will be posted on my birth month, which is August. So yeah, I don't know when, but also like that is gonna keep you guys updated on our socials. So please look forward. And speaking of Pretty Dune, yes, on the next episode of Your Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast, well, we are so back to the Meet the Preachers episode after a year hiatus. Although we're filling up the gap, filling that freaking hella gap with, of course, Daikoku and Satoru-kun, of course, the appreciation. So please check it out as well on Facebook and YouTube of the Your Kuromatoki platform. And of course, we're gonna side note. Alright, so we're gonna talking about Zukyun and Kiss. Woo! Yeah, please look forward, and of course, trigger warning. There will be a lot of fails going on. Oh, why? Just why? There will be a lot of fails, and promise there will be a lot of fails going on in our room. So please look forward. All right, and that's it. That's time. That's the time we all we have. Thank you very much for watching and listening. This is Yona signing out, and I see you all guys on the next Your Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast. Stay safe, stay kicking, and stay awesome always. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and bye-bye. Yep, see you on the next episode, guys.